Welcome to our series of tutorials on Logic 2, a brand new application to debug your hardware using your Saleae logic analyzer. In the previous video, linked below, we discussed some basic capture settings, as well as a few ways to navigate and save your captured data. In this video, we'll start diving into triggering captures. A trigger tells the application to wait for a specific condition to occur in the data lines before automatically starting the capture. You can set your capture to use a trigger by navigating to the Capture Settings panel and clicking Trigger. Here you'll notice 4 trigger patterns. Please note that we currently only have trigger capabilities for digital channels. In the future, we plan on adding analog channel triggers, protocol triggers, and even programmable triggers. For this tutorial, we'll program an Arduino to output SPI data at random intervals. The logic analyzer will be connected to the Arduino as shown here. In this SPI example, our enable line will idle high when nothing is happening, and will transition low during data transmission. This gives us a perfect opportunity to set up a trigger on the low transition of the enable line and automatically begin a capture at that moment. Let's go ahead and set the software to trigger on a falling edge and to look for this trigger condition on channel 0, which is connected to our SPI enable line. In addition to the trigger, you can also set low or high conditions for the other channels to further customize your trigger condition. We won't be using these in this example, but it can be useful in case you're looking to trigger on a more specific event that involves the logical state of the other channels. Let's scroll down and discuss a few more useful trigger settings. First, we'll set up our capture so that we record 1 second of data after the trigger. Next, we'll trim our pre-trigger data to the last 1 second. This will allow us to capture 1 second of SPI data after the trigger, while also including 1 second before the SPI data is transmitted. Now let's start the capture. Here you'll see a live view of the capture while the application looks for the trigger. Once the trigger condition is found, our capture continues recording for 1 more second, and the software will trim the capture for us as per our capture settings. You can further trim your capture by clicking on the Options button and Trim Data. This wraps up our tutorial on triggers. In the next video, we'll decode our SPI data by using protocol analyzers. As always, if you have any specific questions or feedback, visit our Logic 2 forum in the link here.